We talked earlier about the decision-making of Scottie Pippen, and he has the ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter, and he's done an excellent job of providing some outside firepower for them here in the early part of the ball game. 7 points, but a big difference is his willingness to shoot the three-point field goal. In the regular season, he didn't get one shot per game, and you see what his attempts are during the playoffs.
Dick Versace, any thoughts on the good Chicago start?
You know, I tell you what I'm seeing that Detroit is not really putting the kind of pressure on the perimeter shooters that they did in Game 4. They were making them reload, come up under, maybe take a drive or a dribble, but right now the spot-up shots are there.
Cartwright to the foul line as play resumes. 6:18 left in the first quarter.
John Sally has replaced Rick Mahorn, and of course Sally has given him a tremendous lift off the bench along with Dennis Rodman.
Cartwright hurls a brick up there, tries again. Cartwright has 4 rebounds in the game. The Pistons as a team only 3. Makes one of the two. It's 17-9. Chicago has the lead. An uneasy crowd in the Palace. Dumars. 17-11. Jordan, a 2-man game with Cartwright. Lane Beer plays it. Cartwright gets into the middle, fades, fires, and hits it.
They have made a concerted effort to try to establish an inside game through either Grant or Cartwright. Cartwright's got 5, and they've got control of the game right now.
Isaiah finds Dumars.
You know, they're doubling up at the point of attack. Good job by Thomas to penetrate.
Cartwright with the steal, but he threw it to Bill Laimbeer.
Well, it was a choice of Laimbeer or us.
Probably made the right choice. Aguirre fumbled it, but it wound up in Laimbeer's lap. Dumars the open jump and won't go. Foul Isaiah Thomas battling with Cartwright. First foul on Thomas.
You know, Isaiah Thomas had 10 rebounds in the last ball game, and he sneaks in there and gets those rebounds. This time he tried to get one, fouled Cartwright in doing so. Jordan out of the ball game early, Paxson in, so they'll go with Hodges and Paxson in the backcourt.
And Rodman gets Aguirre for Detroit. Here comes Paxson across the line. 5:05 left in the quarter. Horace Grant about to return to the Chicago scheme of things. Cartwright works against Laimbeer. He's double teamed. Pippen up top. 7 on the shot clock. Knocked away nicely by Laimbeer. They wisely let it go out of bounds, but they give the ball to Detroit. Say it went off Pippen's foot, I guess.
Well, he pointed to himself and said yes. He, looked like he thought that the shot clock was going to run down and get another 5 seconds. The ball bounced off him. Grant in, Pippen out.
And Isaiah Thomas to the front court. Bulls on top by 8. 19-11. Isaiah threw up the long-range jumper and came up empty.
The one thing that Cartwright has done is limit them to one opportunity at their end of the floor. Has done a good job of rebounding.
Paxson to Grant to Paxson. His jump shot, yes. And it's a 10-point lead, 21-11. It was 5-2 Detroit. Since then, 19-6 Chicago.
Well, what the Pistons have to do is do what they do best and get some scoring from their backcourt. They go right to Vinnie Johnson. The matchups that they can exploit the best are Paxson, Hodges against Isaiah Thomas and Vinnie Johnson or Joe Dumars. But they have got to look for areas to score points cheaply, and that would break down the Chicago defense the quickest.
Vinnie Johnson for 2. He gets the first. It's 21-12. 4:08 left first quarter. Johnson makes them both. 21-13. Paxson up the floor. Brad Sellers up top against Rodman to Paxson. Almost walks.
Well, Paxson has come off with the idea of shooting the ball, and even though he didn't get that one, he had that look in his eye.
Cartwright, that won't go. Tip by Sellers will. Boy, that might get him going.
2 tips by Sellers.
23-13. Vinnie Johnson, 18-footer, went 17. Rebound, big battle. Chicago has yet another rebound. Paxson front court. The foul will be called on Vinnie Johnson. Edwards in, Lame Beer out for Detroit.
In games, you always look to see which team is the most aggressive, and at this point in the ball game, that goes to the Chicago Bulls as we have a timeout.
3:29 left first quarter. Bulls 23, Pistons 13. One of those patented bad starts for Detroit, taking nothing away from Chicago, but it's been this way for Detroit the last couple series, and the competition's getting a little stronger. They may run themselves into a mess.
They could put themselves in a big hole right here because you've got the home court advantage, but now you've allowed a team to believe that they got a chance to win, and they've got a 10-point advantage right now.
Paxson works against Isaiah. Michael's back in the game. That doesn't really surprise you, does it? Gets Paxson the open three. In and out. Rebound. Sellers fouled Rodman. At the conclusion of tonight's game, Steve and Dick and Craig will be selecting the Miller Lite Player of the Game, so stay tuned for that.
Well, at least you got me some help this time.
That's right. You need all the help you can get. Thomas to the front court. 3:05 left in the quarter. Edwards lays it up and in. Good pass, Vinnie Johnson. 23-15, 2:55 left. Sally knocked it away and out of bounds. 2:48 left in the quarter. Grant to Paxson. To Grant. His running hook won't go, but there is Bill Cartwright. His 7th rebound already. Isaiah knocked it loose. Paxson got it back. A lot of time on the shot clock.
Paxson turned down a good opportunity to shoot it because he thought they had a chance to get something at the basket. They ended up turning it over. Those are the kinds of plays that will allow Detroit to get back in the game. Detroit had to work very hard for everything they've gotten since those 2 early shots from Bill Laimbeer.
Edwards and a whistle. Offensive foul against Dennis Rodman. Away from the ball. His first. Mahorn has 2 for Detroit. No other player in this game has more than 1. 2:12 left first quarter. 23-15. Yet another whistle. Again off the ball. James Edwards. It's penalty time. Michael Jordan goes to the line. Dave Corzine gives Bill Cartwright a well-deserved rest. Cartwright with 7 rebounds.
So notice how early Collins has gone to his bench. He's got Paxson, Corzine, Sellers all in the ball game after they did not have an effect in the ball game in Chicago. You see the numbers for Michael Jordan. He has been explosive in wins, and I don't know if 25 points a game is bad, but it's not enough for his team to win.
He rattles in both free throws. 82% shooter from the line in the playoffs. Thomas in and out. Rebound. Sellers. They can build a 12-point lead with a basket here. Less than 2 minutes. Jordan gives it up to Corzine. Won't go. Isaiah the rebound to Sally against Paxson. 2-shot foul.
Good idea by Paxson. He knew that Sally was going to try to come over the top with something dramatic, maybe give his team a little bit of life. A good foul and make him get him from the free throw line. But that's one of the rare opportunities that the Pistons have looked for something cheap, and they had Sally out in front. He saw no help. And maybe Paxson could have tried to challenge